Hi everyone, my name is Chaitni and I am a mindset and nutrition coach. In this week's wellness video, I talk about what happens to your body and your mind when you don't get enough sleep. So sleep is imperative. You are not just about your diet, you are not just how you exercise or how much you exercise. You are a whole person, and sleep is an equal, if not important, component of your overall health. Getting enough sleep is absolutely necessary if you want to avoid short-term and long-term health issues. And ultimately, remember one thing, that sleep is there for you to rest and recover, for your body, for your mind. And when you don't give your body what it needs, it will figure out other ways to fulfill its requirements. And those other ways may not always necessarily be healthy ways. That's why it's important to get the necessary amount of sleep that you need to get. So what I'll be sharing with you are 6 red flags, 6 things to pay attention to. The first one is you will see a change in your mood. When you don't get enough sleep, that negative impact is on your moods. The more sleep you lose, the more severe the mood swings. So you might feel irritable, you might feel sad or lost. You know, if you experience stress or depression or anxiety, these symptoms will be worse. So it's very important to get enough sleep to not experience a lot of those heavy mood swings. Now, impact number 2, your cravings will go up drastically, especially for unhealthy carbs and especially for sugar. So sugar will become your BFF. If you don't believe me, observe yourself. On a day when you haven't gotten enough sleep, or there have been a few days and you haven't slept well, haven't slept enough, just observe your food habits and observe your drinking habits. Do so without judgment. Let the critic sleep, say goodbye to it. Really just pay attention to how you're eating, and what you're drinking. What you'll notice is, when that 2 o'clock slump hits, you are more likely to reach for the little bag of cookies instead of going for a piece of fruit. Or when your day is done, you might crave a glass of wine, or you might want a cold beer instead of hitting the gym or having a healthy meal. So this is how some of that lack of sleep manifests itself. It turns into cravings, which eventually will lead to weight gain and a host of other health issues. So if you want to keep your cravings in check, if you want to keep your hunger in check, you need to make sure that you are getting enough sleep. Impact number 3 is limited presence of mind. So we're still just focusing on the mind here. What you'll notice is you're not able to concentrate the way you normally do. You get easily distracted. You might feel really forgetful. You might have some memory issues where you keep losing your train of thought. And all of that then leads to limited productivity. So all of that, when you have that limited presence of mind, it can also lead to accidents and injuries. The worst thing you can do when you haven't gotten enough sleep is workout. Whatever your workout is, whether it's running on the treadmill or it's lifting weights, you are highly prone to injuries. That could be a muscle pull, straining something, breaking something. Because again, you don't have that presence of mind. Without the rest and recovery, your presence of mind is highly limited. And if you're at work or whatever you're doing, even if you're just cooking in the kitchen or just trying to get something done, you'll notice that it takes you longer to get it done than it normally does, because you're either making a lot of mistakes that you need to go back and correct, or you're just feeling distracted and not able to get everything done at one go. So just not getting enough sleep also really affects your presence of mind. Now, impact number 4 is how it affects you physically. If you notice on the days when you haven't gotten enough sleep, your body probably feels unlike your usual self. You might feel heavy, you might feel tired, sluggish, frustrated. Your body may not feel light and energetic like it normally does. You might also feel, that you have digestive issues. You might feel constipated or bloated, or just, unable to digest whatever you're eating. So it also affects your body and how you feel in your body. So not getting enough sleep will lead to some of these other issues, especially the lethargy that comes with it. And one of the other physical side effects is having a decreased libido. So it doesn't just affect the food, your diet, your energy, it affects your actions, it affects your entire life. Now, impact number 5 is that it could lead to illness. So when you don't get enough sleep, you're not getting enough rest and recovery. What that means is you have a weakened immune system. So you're more prone to colds and flus. You tend to feel weaker, or you tend to get sick more frequently. So that is definitely a side effect of not getting enough sleep, is having that weakened immune system. And then lastly, impact number 6 is really more long-term. If you skimp on sleep quite a bit and you've been doing it for a really long time, it will eventually catch up to you. It is associated with heart diseases, with high blood pressure, even early onset of dementia. So there is no escaping it. When you don't get enough sleep and you get to your middle ages, what you'll notice is the cortisol, or the visceral fat around your midsection, that bulging belly, that heavy belly, that is coming from that cortisol. It's also coming from not getting enough sleep. It's all linked. So you need to make sure you are getting at least anywhere from 7 to 9 hours of sleep. It's up to you to figure out whether you're one of those people who can survive on 7, 8, or 9 hours a night. Also, there's no playing catch up with sleep. Just because you get only 5 hours of sleep Monday through Friday doesn't mean that you can sleep 10 to 12 hours on Saturday and Sunday and make up for that lost sleep. Sleep is almost like time. Once it's gone, it's gone. So that's why it's important to make sure that you're getting enough sleep on a nightly basis, whether it's a Tuesday or it's a Saturday night. So there were 6 impacts that I shared with you. They range from, mood swings to cravings to weakened immune system to some really detrimental diseases. Also has to do, with your presence of mind, and really making sure that you're not making your body vulnerable, or your mind vulnerable to diseases, to negative thoughts, or to mood swings. So just to wrap it up, there is no replacement for sleep. Sleep is sleep. Take the time to get enough sleep. As I said, anywhere between 7 to 9 hours is sufficient. When you start to make everything else but sleep a priority, you will see the effects of it. You absolutely will. And you can just take any one of the red flags that I shared with you, and you will see that difference in your day-to-day life. Thank you so much for tuning in and for spending some time with me. And I will catch you here next week. In the meantime, I hope you have a great week. And if you want to learn more about how I work with my clients and what I do, you can always check out my website. It's www.imperfectbodies.com. Thank you so much. Take care, and I will see you here next time. Bye-bye.